Welcome, Matt. Was it? The other night I seen a film here in Italy, which was released at cinema, which is called Campi di Battaglia, Battlefields. More or less, it's the Italian front of the First World War, which Italy won in the end, and all the injuries of modern warfare and the syndrome of shell shock, which they consider as an act of desertion or cowardice at that time. And there's this doctor which was helping these injured soldiers not to return back to the front. It's a bit like what's happening today with Ukrainian soldiers. They send them back to the front, even if they're not physically fit or mentally fit to go back on the battlefield again. And in the film, this bloke was prosecuted by the military courts and sets an example for other people who had a strange idea of, faking their injuries. And they execute him with a firing squad. It's not just the film itself regarding that thing there. Towards the end, in the middle of the film, it was 1918, the Spanish flu. It's a coincidence how then they didn't knew much about this thing, and they had primitive means to tackle it. And overall, 50 million people died from it. And the same thing, what they done there, and when they done with the lurgy, mixing infected patients with healthy patients, and therefore spread on this damn thing to healthy people. And it's the same thing which happened in the pandemic, what was it, 5 years ago? Strange enough, history repeats itself yet again. And I thought to myself, yes, that happened 5 years ago. And the first cases of Spanish flu, which claimed lives in the world around about 50 million people, even more, they say. That's an official count, it could be even more. And despite arguing with all the medical technology and science, they're making the same mistakes again. When it began the pandemic, mixing patients with healthy people, and especially in old people's homes, I think it happened everywhere in the world, especially here in Italy. And this thing which is called the vigile attesa, the long night, and they say, oh, if you've got this fever thing, take this pharmaceutical which is called tachyperine. In the end, you end up in hospital in intensive care, half dead, and as soon as they start tubing you up, that is your death sentence, which in the end has demonstrated they shouldn't have done this thing or prescribe this pharmaceutical in these cases. It just only inflames the internal organs with this damn virus. And also, the truth is coming out about this thing anyway. The fact is, they're at it again, but with another bug.